starting to get some downside data here on the Maverick AI Pro. Now I got to be careful because we're in manipulation time. Okay, so here's how I view manipulation time is when this clock is red, I like to sit on my hands. In saying all that, if we are in, say, a downtrend, and then we get into manipulation time and price continues to move down, I will still get in. What I don't want to do is in a downtrend, we get into manipulation time, it starts to come up and I'm like, oh, we're going to bounce. I'm going to take the opposite. And then I get spanked, right? So I want to bring some clarity there because sometimes I'll enter a trade in manipulation time, and some folks that just want trading to be very black and white will be like, wait, the clock was red. I can't believe you took a sell. Well, it's going in the direction. What I wouldn't want to do is wait for a bounce and try and take this bounce during this manipulation time, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So if we start cracking into this zone here, I'm actually going to take a short, even if we're in this manipulation time. But let's see here. Let me just watch it. Watching price action. Yeah, I'm going to take a short here. I'm okay with my stop loss being there. And I'm actually going to go, once we break into the zone, if we break into the zone, I'll add another position. I want to break right into there. And then I'll talk about why I'm in this trade and all this other stuff. But, all right, so now we're out of manipulation time. The clock is now white. Okay, let's watch what price action does. Most likely, I mean, I wouldn't have taken this trade if I didn't think it. We're going to continue to the downside. And once we break into this zone here, probably add to my position. Okay, I'm going to add to the position. All right, so yeah, this looks like it wants to, I'm actually going to add, we'll go with 3. Okay, so why are we in this trade? First things first, we got a red background. The Maverick AI Pro gives you that background color of that trend. Who's in control, the bears or the bulls? Then we have red candles. This is the first time we've had red candles since 5:30 in the morning. Red is your second strongest downside data candle. Bright green is your strongest upside data candle. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Right here. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Now this is middle of the night action. But if we go back to yesterday, let's see here. Oh, yes, it was climbing yesterday. Holy smokes. All right, finally, a little bit of drop. Ooh, yes, I guess I had a good day. Here, okay, boom. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle, okay? So the Maverick AI Pro colors your candles like a heat map. Right now, if you look, you've pretty much had nothing but green candles since 5:30 in the morning. So price has been coming up and you can just see this on this heat map, right? And then you started to turn around right here. And now you're getting red candles, okay? If we start getting pink candles here, I'll get really, really excited because if you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. All right. You got a B set up to the downside on the Maverick radar, the ultimate trading assistant that tells you when you don't have a setup. If we don't have a grade here, we don't touch our mouse. A B setup or an A setup. Okay, so would I love an A plus setup? Yeah. Am I okay with a B setup? Absolutely, because that just tells me when something is, no pun intended, setting up. Okay, Maverick Trender is pegged to the top down here. When this line is pegged to the top, we call these flat tops. So like if you look at from here to here. That's a profitable move, okay? Even if you got top to bottom, that's a profitable move, right? Okay, so the Maverick trender, when this line is pegged to the top, if it's green, it's to the upside, obviously. And then if it's red, it's to the downside, okay? And it gives you this really cool downtrend label down here. Hopefully you can see my mouse. Maybe I'll draw. There you go, downtrend label. Okay. All 5 traders right now are voting bearish across 6 time frames. So think of T1 through T5. These guys right here, think of T1 through T5 as traders. They're algorithms, but think of them as traders. And they're all voting across 6 time frames. And right now, they're all bearish across 6 time frames. If I put you in the room with 5 other traders, and they all had a completely different style, and they were all voting to the downside, would that give you confidence to go to the downside? I think so, probably. Oh, hot pink candles, let's go. You might not be able to see it because I have it so small, but oh man, if you see pink, it will most likely sink. I love seeing hot pink candles when I'm in a short. If I'm in a long, I don't want to see hot pink candles. By the way, the Maverick news indicator right here, which is in the toolkit for NinjaTrader. All our indicators in the Ultimate Edge bundle work on NinjaTrader and TradingView, but this is a toolkit for NinjaTrader. It marks the news right on my chart. So see right here, you have job openings, I think unemployment too, or something like that. If I just click this news thing, oh, confidence report. Okay, so you got the confidence report at 10. Yeah, so you got the confidence, jolts, job openings, and then, oh, tomorrow is non-farm payroll. Okay, cool. And just with a click of a button, boom, I can make that disappear. I'm terrible at checking the news, but anybody who's been in a trade during news, if it doesn't go your way, you are not a happy camper. So, so this line right here, this gold line right here, can save my butt. All right, so this is going to move really, really slow. We now have an A+ setup to the downside on the Maverick radar. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so again, why are we in this trade? We're stacking probability. We're not just looking for one signal and we just jump in. That's silly. That is not trading. Okay, we got a red background. The bears are in control. We've had red and now we have pink candles. Your second strongest and your strongest downside data candle. The Maverick radar is giving us an A+ setup down here. Okay, A+ setup to the downside. It's going through our entire checklist of everything we look for from our indicators, and it's giving us a grade. Okay, all 5 traders up here are voting bearish across 6 time frames, and you can set these time frames for whatever you want. You can actually add a 7th time frame. Pretty cool. Let's go. Starting to push down. Let's see here. Maverick Trender's been pegged to the top since back here. So pretty cool stuff. That's a profitable move right there from the Maverick Trender. If you're a scalper, Maverick Trender is like a must. These flat tops down here, but anyway. And then finally the Maverick zones. I haven't even talked about this. This is auto drawing your support and resistance zones for you. How cool is it? We no longer have to draw our zones. Okay, this will auto draw our support and resistance zones for us, and then as price gets close to the zone or in the zone, it'll give us a probability score. Anything less than 90% is game for breaking. Does it mean it'll break it? Nope, just means it's game for breaking. Anything greater than 90%, high probability of holding. Very high probability. Over 90% is like a brick wall. Like if I was going to go short here, if this said 91, I would not take a short because this is like a brick wall. And like the analogy I always give is that, you know, a 200 mile an hour sports car is going really fast, right? And it looks like it's going to go really far and it's going 200 miles an hour. But if it hits a brick wall, it's going to bounce right off of the brick wall, right? Okay. Or it's at least going to smash into a pancake. All right, so we got a 62% score of holding, which means that that is fair game for breaking. So what are we doing? We're stacking probability. Okay, we're stacking probability. Red background, the in control, hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. A+ setup to the downside on the Maverick radar. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. This is edge, folks. This is clear vision on your charts. But just like anything, if I gave you the best golf club in the world, you still got to go out there and you got to get on the course and you got to play golf and you got to work on your golf game, right? And get to know the tools. So listen, if you want edge in the market, if you want clear vision on your charts, not financial advice, do your own research, never any guarantees in any market. We know that, but man, this is so cool. And look, we're just breaking, whoops, wrong tool. We are just breaking right through this zone that you already knew was here. Your next zone is down here. This is a zone to zone game, but we'll see. We're still pre-market and we'll keep watching this thing. So if you want some clear vision on your charts, if you want edge in the market, like I always say, it's free to look. Come check us out. And by the way, man, congrats to all of you guys passing evals, getting a payout. There's been so many cool emails I've gotten in the last little bit here. I don't want to leave anybody out, so I'm not going to name any names, but man, some of you guys are crushing it. Multiple evals passed. Yeah, anyway, I don't want to name any one particular because then other people will be like, you didn't name me. But man, so many of you guys are crushing it. Keep the wins coming. Keep emailing me those wins. Absolutely love it. And welcome to any of our new traders that are using our tools. I'm going to keep watching this thing. You guys know how I roll. I will close it if it touches 1,000. And I'll keep an eye on it, but it's going to move pretty slow at 8:30 in the morning. So, all right. So come check us out. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.